dreams because we didn't give up and we had that laser focus. So I've got a gal coming to the stage. She's a wonderful lady. She's one of the sharpest leaders I know. She was a financial planner in that business, so she's got a super smart mind when it comes to business and this business. So she's going to share with you how to overcome like a visionary. So Rand Can, let's bring this fabulous woman out. Let's go.
Let's bring her out. Please welcome to your Vision 2020 stage, Double Diamond Director, Yvonne Yen.
Wow, what an honor to share the same stage with so many great speakers, of course, including our one and only Tony Robbins. Talking about Tony Robbins, I have a question for the person who is in charge of the program. Why put me after Tony Robbins? It certainly adds lots of pressures on my shoulders. Well, I guess all I can do is to speak from my heart, and that is always the best solution. Would you agree? Well, I got to tell you, at this moment, I want to call all the super fans to be here with me. Where are you, super fans? Woo! I want to see you, super fans. You know, super fans is one of the highlights for this program. And I tell you, now in Asia, I know many super fans, they are at their 5 a.m. zone. And one of the leaders told me yesterday, saying the team watched the Expo 11 as the way they watched the World Cup. They stay up all night and drink beers to keep them awake. Hey, whatever you take, what a great spirit. If you apply the same spirit to the business, I guarantee you, you will go to the top sooner than you think. So once again, I want to give a special shout out to all the super fans out there. Thank you, especially for the people in the morning. Thank you. I love you, super fans. Well, the subject that I'm going to share that with you is called Overcomes Like a Visionary. In 2020, we all know this is not an easy year. I want to take this special moment to pay the respect and tribute to the people who had lost their families and friends. And I know some people, they even lost their job due to the work economies. And I know there are so many entrepreneurs out there also fighting their way to the top. So what a great subject. So appropriate for where we are today in this world. So as I travel, talking about travel, I also need to adjust this new norm. Because in the last 10 years, I've been travel almost every month to build a business or travel around the world to enjoy the quality time with the family. But I have not been travel for the last 9 months because of this pandemic. So this is a new experience for me as well. And I want to thank you, this Orlando experience. I finally get to fly in the air again. I was here 3 days ago. When I check in at the airport, gosh, I haven't been travel for so long, I forgot to bring my ID. So somehow we get that figured out. So when I travel, and there's one question that I get asked the most. You know, when I go out, travel around the world, people always want to pick my brain and say, Yvonne, how to advance the ranking? How to be a ruby, how to be an emerald, how to be a diamond. Say yes if you want to find out the secret to climb the ranking. You know, all these rankings are important and they are fun. There's such a great accomplishment. But I want to take a moment. Let's put this, how to advance my ranking, aside first. Because I think there's one issue that deserves our attention. Because if you get this one issue resolved, I guarantee you, you will get everything else in life quicker. So I remember in 1997, there's a world-famous expert in resilience named Dr. Paul Stoltz. He did a study or an experiment because he wanted to find out what is the key secret to the success. And what makes this experiment special is it covered a long period of 20 years. And they studied 100,000 people. So the result, he found out the key factors contributing to success. It has nothing to do with your IQ. Whew, I can feel some of you have the relief now. IQ is not the key factor to your success, and not your education either. Not your experience, and nothing to do with how much money you have. They found out the key factors to your success is your ability to overcome obstacles. And he called this as an adversity quotient, the AQ. So in 2020 and from this point forward, we don't need to learn about just IQ or the EQ. The key ability we need to have is learn to enhance our AQ, adversity quotient. So let's apply this concept to our business. What is your business adversity? Think about it. Do we have challenges on our business? You bet. I don't care if you just joined within the last 3 months, or even for people like me who have been on this platform for 10 years. I have my challenges as well. So I want you to maybe take a pen and pencil, write it down. What is the list of your adversities? Maybe people on your name list doesn't answer your call. Maybe the people who join you but later on disappear. Does that sound familiar? Or, wow, I love the energy from this room. Or the people that you think are the superstars, later on, they don't do the business. I think we all have that laundry list of the adversity. But I tell you, if I ask the same questions to our diamonds, diamond has the same list as yours, but much, much longer. The news is, I have to tell you, if you want to be a diamond, the bigger the organizations you have, you will encounter more problems. But the good news is, the reason they are diamonds is because they choose to overcome the challenges. They choose to reframe their mindset. They choose to define the adversities so that, as a matter of fact, at the end, adversity will become your best friends. So, from my 10 years of working in the trenches, I would like to give you 4 pieces of advice. As Tony Robbins says, adversity will not go away, but we can choose to get out of the valley faster. So the first principles that you can take away, because we know we are going to encounter more and more challenges in life or in business, but this will help you to get out sooner. The first principle is you need to embrace adversity. It is part of the deal. It is a part of the game. Whenever you experience challenges, do not think this is our fault. You have the challenge, so do I. It is part of the package. They are diamonds because they encounter problems. I often tell my team, we got paid to solve the problems. So embrace it instead of walk away. And the second principle I would like you to remember is building your willpower. You know, when you focus on the problems, you just keep stuck in there. But if you have your eyes on the goals, on your whys, you know, you will just become stronger. Now I look back the last 10 years. Do I experience challenges? You bet. I remember at that moment of time, I don't know, 2 years ago or 5 years ago, I was very disappointed or close to depressed. But instead of focus on the problems, I learned there's a reason for me to be in that situations. And at the end, I got out of the valley and I become stronger with a much stronger willpower. So do that. You know, when you put two people on the stage, one person experienced a trial in life or in business, and the other person maybe just got a good life, you can tell from the eyes of their eyes. You can tell the person who's been through it with a stronger willpower, they deliver special energies. And I want to always remind myself, I need to have a strong willpower to receive or to embrace the challenges ahead of me. Third one, I want you to take it away is just focusing and trusting the process. It doesn't matter where you are in your business right now. Maybe you want to become a qualified sapphire, but you are just a J. Or even you want to be a ruby, but you are just a sapphire. Or you want to be a diamond by last year, but somehow you are still sitting at your ruby. Trust me, there's a reason we are where we are today. Maybe we don't know the answer right away, but I guarantee you, you will learn the lesson. You will find out the answer maybe 3 months later or a year later. I would like to borrow the late Steve Jobs' famous connecting the dot illustrations. But a lot of time people remember the story of the connecting the dot, but they forget about the second part of connecting the dot story. What Steve Jobs said is, you cannot connecting the dot looking forward. You have to connecting the dot looking backwards. You just have to trust those dots will be connected sometimes in the future. You have to trust the process. You got to trust something. Trust your guts, trust your mind, trust your instinct. So remember, it's the process make this journey beautiful. Tony Robbins said it well. You know, when you really get something, you are happy for 3 minutes or maybe 3 seconds. But it is that process is truly rewarding. So enjoy the process, embrace. Wherever you are today, just trust that you will get out. If we just work on ourselves, you will get out much, much quicker. Last but not least, hanging out with the right crowd, like all the super fans out there. You know, in the last few days, woo, I can see your face, super fans. In the last few days, why we get charged up? I don't know about you, but I can see the beautiful face from the super fans. We all got charged up. Why? Because we come together, doesn't matter in person or virtually. We come together to be with people with a similar mind. Because we are the type of people who want to be better. So when you hang out with the right crowd, we will encourage each other, we will inspire each other, and we will overcome the obstacle together. So, adversity is preparation for greatness. There's a famous psychologist saying, in life, we don't have too many choices. We cannot choose when to come to the earth, how to arrive, or we cannot even choose when to leave the earth and how to check it out. But there are two things we have in control. We can control how to live. We can control how to love. So if you remember, there must be a purpose for us to come to this business. The world is waiting for your knocking on the door. There are people waiting for your story. So wherever you are today, it is okay. Trust the process. And if you just apply these 4 simple principles, I know you will become a giant heroes for your team very soon. So with that, I want to say thank you for the corporate office to put together such an amazing, phenomenal event in 2020. And then I want to see all the super fans, all the friends around the world in person very soon. See you at the top. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Awesome
That was
job, Yvonne.
incredible.
Awesome. We love you.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Awesome job.
Wow.